Urbex Hill is one of the most popular urban exploration channels on YouTube, featuring raw footage from YouTuber Chris Hill's visits to a lot of the more extreme abandoned buildings.
I didn't. I'll press pause. I pressed full screen. Yo, bro.
In the US. From abandoned mental hospitals to decommissioned military facilities, Chris explores all of it, but specifically places that a lot of even the more extreme explorers wouldn't visit, at least not at night and alone like Chris always does.
Okay, so get into the video.
He uploaded footage of his visit to the now abandoned Paul Revere Elementary School in Cleveland. After almost a century of use, the school was permanently closed in 2015 due to declining enrollment numbers. Although there are allegedly plans to turn the abandoned building into a housing complex, as of 2024, Paul Revere Elementary is still abandoned and in terrible shape. From the moment Chris walks inside, it's pretty clear that the place hasn't been used in years and has been severely damaged by the elements, vandals, and the passage of time. The bottom floors are all flooded, the walls are peeling, the structure doesn't seem too sound, and there's rust.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'd never go in a place like this by myself.
Debris lying everywhere. Throughout the video, you can see messages written in seemingly fresh chalk on some of the whiteboards, confirming that people have been in the building recently. This was actually Chris's second visit to Paul Revere Elementary. When he uploaded footage of his March 2022 visit to the school, several people in the comments mentioned they had either been students or teachers at the school and talked about how incredibly sad it was to see their beloved childhood school ruined by abandonment and lack of maintenance. A little after 10 minutes into the exploration, you can hear some sort of ruffling sound and other strange noises coming from somewhere in the schoolhouse.
That mean run the other way. By the way, if nobody knew, if nobody knew, if you're in an abandoned place and you will hear ruffling and stuff, that mean run the other way. Like, you feel what I'm saying? That's exactly what it mean. You would never know who in there. You never want to know who was in there. Oh, run the other way. You know. Mm-hmm.
Do you hear that?
Yup. Told you that's what that meant.
Somebody's here.
As Chris turns a corner in the hallway, another person's flashlight can be seen shining down the hall. It looks to be just one person, who was likely either another urban explorer or a squatter. Still, at 1 a.m. in an abandoned building, it's obviously best to avoid drawing unwanted attention to yourself, especially if you don't know the other person's intentions, which is why Chris ultimately decided to run instead of making his presence known. Making sure to walk in the other direction to avoid running into anyone, he then heads to the library and explores the rest of the top floors. As he goes into the bathroom on the top floor, he has another encounter.
Run, get up out of there. Yo, nigga, keep going. Keep going. Oh my God, oh, you standing still. Keep going. You know somebody's in there. Don't say, oh shit, somebody's in there. Bruh, I don't like Rod Wave, bro. Do not come in my chat saying Rod Wave songs is tough, kind of tough. No, they not, bruh. Nah, man. This 6 most disturbing abandoned buildings, man. Building encounters caught on camera. This nigga seen dude. He seen dude in there. No, first he seen the dude. He heard the dude. He seen the dude flashlight. He ran the other way, of course, which is understandable. Then after that, he was still exploring. You feel what I'm saying? Still exploring. And he ended up finding him inside of that bathroom. He just seen him. He ran out a little bit, said, oh shit, somebody's in there. Then said, oh shit again, and kept standing still. What aim? Thank you for giving me that. Thank you for giving me that. You feel what I'm saying? Ego boost for calling me smart.
Into the bathroom, what appears to be a human silhouette.
Like, look.
Standing completely motionless.
Standing completely motionless.
Shock of the encounter, Chris draws his gun and goes back inside to.
Oh, he got a gun.
Hello.
Yeah, he'll get packed in Outlast trials, man. Oh, it's not a person.
Oh, it's a f***ing toy.
Oh my god, that just made me mad, bro. I would have been fucking. I'm never gonna do this. I would never do this.
Out of me.
As it turns out,
Who
this
put that there,
was
though?
actually a scary mannequin that somebody set up, probably to scare away visitors. What's most eerie is that even though we can't know for sure how long the mannequin had been standing there before the footage was shot, for some reason it fell forward just in
Never
time
mind.
for us to see it. The most
Never mind. He not that stupid. If he put it out there, whoever put that there is the devil. On God, whoever put that there is fucking insane. And hold on, Jordan, man. I'm about to call you back in a minute, man. Hold on.
people would have left as soon as they saw the mannequin, but Chris continued to explore the rest of the school, seemingly unmoved by
Hold
the
on.
horrifying experience.
Hold on, man. I'm about to call her back real quick and see what she wanted. Real quick. Hello? Alright, I'm gonna send you a thing to my server, man. Alright, bet. I'm about to send her this real quick. Cause I got her to get Discord. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on while I do this. I'm the fastest nigga in the world when it comes to this. I think. Copy. I didn't even think she was gonna actually get this, I'm gonna be honest. I thought she was perp. Alright, let me continue reacting to this now.
Though not before
should've seen
clearing
that shit
the
after I
entire
was
rest
done.
of the bathroom. Sadly, some of the rooms in the school are filled with books, whiteboards, and other
But it is somebody in here though. That shit was probably placed up just then. Cause it ain't no way it failed as soon as he came there. He didn't even get close enough to make it fall.
About half an hour into the visit, Chris climbs up to the roof, which in itself is pretty risky. Even if you don't care about getting caught by the cops, there's still a very high risk of the roof caving in, especially considering the state of the building when the footage was shot. Fortunately, he was able to climb down safely, but that's when a strange noise could be heard coming from the other end of one of the hallways.
The safe is still here. I wonder what's in it.
Hold on. Am I tripping that it was just somebody right there? You see it. Somebody was right there. Somebody was right there.
As Chris explores one of the rooms, a strange howl can be heard in the distance, and as he raises his camera, you can clearly see a shadow moving behind the door at the far end of the room.
Yeah, I knew it.
By this point, it's pretty clear that not only are multiple other people in the building with him, but now he's possibly being stalked. Once again, Chris draws his gun and prepares for an encounter, but he doesn't find anyone in any of the rooms. After this, he admits he's ready to call it a night and decides to head home, but not before this final encounter.
Where did it go though?
Weird as hell.
Yeah, get up out of here.
Oh, here it is. This place is crazy. I remember the last time I explored it.
Keep running.
Hello?
Yo, stop trying to force encounterments, bruh. Get up out of here.
Hello?
Stop forcing encounterments, bruh. Yo, this nigga's finna make me mad.
Down these stairs. I'm out.
As he struggles to find his way out of the school, the sound of footsteps can be clearly heard on the stairway directly above Chris's head, but after running up and calling out to see if he gets a response, nobody acknowledges him. Luckily, he was able to walk away unharmed and has continued to upload videos of his visits to abandoned places pretty frequently.
See? I'm not doing that shit. I can't. Yo, I don't think you understand how fucking scared I would be if I'm inside of this situation. Yo, nigga, I will be. I ain't gonna lie. I never knew this in my life.
Channel owned by Brian and Michael, two friends who travel the world in search of abandoned buildings. For the past 10 years that their channel has been active, Brian and Michael have built up a reputation for being a trustworthy channel that only uploads genuine footage of their explorations. In a niche of YouTube that's often plagued by cheap, fake footage from people trying to get their 15 minutes of fame, The Proper People has endured as one of the most reliable channels in the urbex space. They gained their fame from explorations of genuinely cool places instead of fake.
Oh, no, I ain't gonna lie. I'd be scared to still walk across that. I ain't walking across that.
In 2016, they
I'll be looking down and all types of shit.
Visit to the Jemison Center in Northport, Alabama, often referred to as Old Bryce Hospital. From 1939 to 1977, the Jemison Center housed hundreds of psychiatric patients and acquired a reputation for treating them pretty harshly. Often referred to as the creepiest building in Alabama, Old Bryce was closed in the late 70s and has since been reclaimed by nature and become a hotspot for urban explorers from all over the world. As Michael and Brian approach the location in their car, there doesn't seem to be anyone around, and after driving around the grounds for a while, the two YouTubers get out of their vehicle to begin exploring, settling on the basement as the first area to.
These like they'd be fire at places to take pictures at, but I ain't going there at night time.
Completely destroyed.
Hell nah.
The walls are completely covered in all kinds of graffiti. Some of them aren't even there anymore. With the state of disrepair of the Jemison Center, there's always a chance that the structure could collapse.
Who else fell through that, bro?
Brian and Michael inside. But as they go up the stairs to explore the top floor, it becomes clear that an unsound structure is the least of their worries.
Whoa, look at this. Look at this staircase out here. Oh. There's somebody there.
Oh, it is.
Yes, I see their light.
Who is Jake Weebler?
They're out there.
Who the fuck is that?
I swear on my life. Right there. Here. Should I say hello? Yeah. There's somebody out there.
Where?
Let's go back to the car. This way. If it's somebody wanting to talk to us.
Let's go to the car now.
Oh yeah.
As the camera pans to the window, the outline of a person holding up a light can be seen on the staircase.
Oh.
Disturbingly, as soon as the uploaders turn off their light, the other person does the exact same thing, indicating they were watching and didn't want to be spotted.
But what do we do? What do we do? Because I don't want to watch no bullshit. I won't call his content bullshit. I just probably don't like it because I never heard of him. You feel what I'm saying? I like to be watching these scary things. You feel what I'm saying? I'll just be watching certain stuff. I'm gonna be honest.
It's hard to know what exactly the intentions of the other person were, but what's even more disturbing is the fact that there were no other cars in the area when they arrived and when they left, which means that whoever was there had arrived on foot and probably been there for a while. Ridgely Hospital was a women's psychiatric hospital in Lancaster, UK that operated for almost 100 years from 1916 to 2013. Famous for being one of the first psychiatric hospitals in the UK that fought for the humane treatment of mentally ill patients, Ridgely Hospital housed thousands of patients and used modern treatment methods such as electroconvulsion therapy to help patients with a range of disorders, from severe depression to obsession to mania. In April 2022, YouTuber exploring with Tom with three of his friends in the middle.
Hell no.
Throughout their visit, they were extremely loud and not aware of their surroundings, which is obviously not the best idea when exploring an abandoned building.
Yeah, that's probably the worst.
Most of these abandoned buildings are still considered government property, which makes it illegal to trespass and explore the grounds. Still, if you disturb a hostile squatter's home by being obnoxiously loud, getting arrested would probably be the least of your worries.
Now, I'm not scared of you. Shaking. Oh yeah, well I am scared of you.
I think someone is doing that, to be honest with you.
What the?
After hearing some strange noises coming from one of the rooms, the four explorers call out to see if there's anyone in the building, and this is where things get a little disturbing.
He's smiling and shit, nigga. This not no funny situation.
There's someone there. Someone there. See what it is. It might be. Might need help.
Hello? Hello? What?
Oh yeah, get up out of there. That's why I said it's not no funny situation. That's what you get. I told you it wasn't a funny situation and you still thought it was.
Everyone okay? Everyone okay? Keep calm. Keep calm. Keep calm. Man! What the Don't hurry up. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Yeah, get out. Hurry up.
What you want? He's right there. He's right there.
Get up out of there. Run, boy, run.
As soon as one of the teenagers calls out, a man can be heard screaming from inside the room. Without thinking twice, Tom and his friends make a run for it back to their car, but disturbingly, the man isn't satisfied with just scaring them out of the building and ends up chasing them all the way to their car. It's unknown who the man was or what he wanted from them, but one of the theories that's been echoing in the comments is that he was probably a homeless person who got upset at the amount of noise Tom and his friends were making.
That's a huge
Not
possibility.
too pleasant to have 4 rowdy teenagers burst into the abandoned building you call your home and start yelling, laughing, and swearing. But still, it's good they were able to get away unharmed.
The real question is, why do none of these guys have firearms? Like, why didn't they have, like, out of all 4 of them, none of them had nothing to protect themselves to the point where one person could run all 4 of them away? Now, I understand it's the better decision to run away in this situation, but do they not have no firearm? Like, I've seen nobody have a firearm or nothing like that. You feel what I'm saying? Why is this not a thing in this situation? I really don't understand it. They don't make sense to me.
In 2006, a 36-year-old man named Vincent Filya was living in the woods as a fugitive near Lugoff, South Carolina, after being accused of abusing his stepdaughter. In September of that same year, he saw a 14-year-old girl named Elizabeth Schoaf getting off the school bus and decided to abduct her. Posing as a police officer, Filya arrested Schoaf on a supposed marijuana charge and led her to his hideout in the middle of the woods. For 10 days, Elizabeth was chained up and abused by Filya in the underground bunker beneath the hideout in what can only be described as a nightmare come true. Still, the girl was extremely resilient throughout the whole ordeal and came up with a plan to escape from the horrifying situation she found herself in. If she wanted to escape, Elizabeth knew that she had to get Vincent to like her. For several days, she pretended to be in love with Filya, and eventually the kidnapper lowered his guard, even unchaining her and allowing her to play games on his phone. One night, while Vincent was sleeping, the teenager got a hold of his phone and sent a text to her mom saying she was in a hole across the Charm Hill, that there was a bomb, and to call the police. As it was later revealed, Filya had planned to draw in as many people as possible to the bunker to detonate a bomb and take the lives of the responding officers. However, he never managed to carry out his plan, for just a few minutes later the area was surrounded by helicopters and he was forced to surrender. To make a long story short, Elizabeth was able to move on with her life, and the monster named Vincent Filya spent the rest of his life in prison, where he died in 2021 in his cell. In December 2023, a YouTuber named Big Banks visited the abandoned hideout where the terrifying crime took place. Immediately upon entering the house, the uploader finds something extremely...
Jordan, why didn't you just text me on here? Hold on.
The little girl's backpack.
Oh yeah, I'm not watching that. You tripping.
Knowing that happened.
She tripping.
Little girl's back.
Instead of telling me who the guy is, she sent me a fucking edit of that nigga. I don't want to watch no edit of no nigga. What the fuck?
Planted there after the crime by somebody else. As he explores the living room, the uploader finds more creepy stuff, including a DVD of the
cool shit.
Strangers, a Halloween decoration next to one of the couches, a shank, a broken baseball bat, and a ripstick. Obviously, the fact that these items were left behind is much more disturbing when you consider the history of the house. It's heartbreaking to imagine that some of the toys lying around the floor possibly belonged to the girl that Vincent Filya had stolen. Throughout the rest of the house, several objects and pieces of furniture, including the bed in the main room, look like they were placed there much later than 2006. It's possible that the house was occupied by squatters, but because it was empty at the time the footage was shot, it's impossible to know what belonged to Filya, his common-law family, his victim, and the squatters. Thankfully, after being reunited with her family in 2006, Elizabeth went on to live a fruitful life, and the man who committed the heinous crime against her paid the price for it.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. These people that do stuff like this is sad because, like, they have no real reason to do this stuff, but like they do it to random people that they don't know, which I find crazy. Like you're doing it to random people you don't know. Why? Why don't you do it to somebody that like don't do it? Of course, I'm not promoting it, but if you were to do it, at least do it to somebody that is deserving of it. You feel what I'm saying? Like somebody that did something bad to you to the point where it made you want to do it.
2016.
At least do it to somebody like that if you're going to do it.
But unfortunately, her
That's how I feel.
In July.
Alright, so basically, they telling us about like how some people be like kidnapping people and stuff. It was just this one story about this girl. She was kidnapped, but she was like being friendly towards the kidnapper and stuff like that. He started letting down his guard to the point where he was letting her play games on his phone. He was sleeping there with her, and he eventually untied her. Of course, he didn't let her go though. Hold on. He didn't let her go, but you feel what I'm saying? He got too comfortable. She ended up getting his phone when he was asleep. Texted her mom saying, "Oh, he got a bomb. This is where I'm at. I'm in a hole over here," and stuff like that. He ended up getting the police ended up surrounding the place. You feel what I'm saying? He ended up dying 2021 in his cell. And I'm like, what's the point of, you feel what I'm saying, doing it to somebody that you don't know? And I'm like, you shouldn't be doing it, but if you doing it, at least do it to the person that make you want to do it. Don't do it to somebody that it has nothing to do with it. You feel what I'm saying? Let me see what she calling me. I'm not watching that edit, so she better not ask me to, bro. She better not ask me to watch no edit, bro. I'm not watching that edit, bro. Too many rings, bro. After the fourth, when it's the fourth ring, if she ain't pick up, bro, you hang up, bro. No matter what, even if they picking up the phone, you hang up.
Footage of the abandoned church.
It's really supposed to be the third ring, but I gave her 4 just because.
From disturbing graffiti to broken glass and peeling walls, the church checks every box you would expect from a creepy
Who can't get in the kitchen? What you mean?
Ventures into the basement. Chris finds signs that someone else had been inside the church, including
What are you even talking about, man? I don't know if I'm slow or not. What are you even talking about, man?
Location. Knowing that he's often not alone during his explorations, Chris said,
What's your name? What's your name? Is your stuff, bro? I never made an actual contact for you. Burnt the house down.
And about
Hold on.
That he
Did I miss something?
graffiti to broken glass and peeling walls, the church checked.
Did I miss something, bro?
The body of a woman named Jessica Church was.
I probably wasn't just paying attention. Let me see. Let me see what I'm talking about.
Notoriously creepy abandoned street.
Not because I don't know if I missed something or not, bro. I don't know what you're talking about.
The church was built on that street, eventually falling into disuse and being left abandoned like the rest of the buildings on that street. In April 2016, the body of a woman.
What do you mean I wasn't cut on? No, but you're making me angry. No, I was cooking, bro. Nigga, you never sent me no picture to save your stuff, so I'm just assuming, nigga, that you don't want me to save it, bro. What do you mean? What do you mean? I asked you, send me a picture so I can save your contact. You never sent me one, bro. You trying to send me bullshit. I'm not putting your contact on none of that bullshit, bro. Nigga, I was cooking, bro. If after the fourth ring, if the person don't... No, after the third ring... Nigga, you hang up, and if you give them a fourth ring at the beginning of the fourth ring, you hang up. I'm telling you, Adam, bro, you gotta listen to me, man. You gotta listen to me, man. Because now they tripping, bro. After the third ring, that mean they just looking at your phone call at that point, bro. I'm gonna be honest. They just looking at it, or they just not gonna answer. So it's like type shit. They'll call you back if they wanna talk to you for real. You feel what I'm saying?
After she went missing.
I am cooking.
Unfortunately, her attacker was never found. In July 2023, Chris Hill went to the location to record footage of the abandoned church, as well as the rest of the buildings on Holton Avenue. From disturbing graffiti to broken glass and peeling walls, the church...
It's not outrageous. It's not outrageous, bro. You never sent me no contact info, bro. How am I supposed to save your contact info? You never sent me none, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
From Madagascar that he mentions he doesn't remember seeing the last time he visited the location. Knowing that he's often not alone during his explorations, Chris set up several cameras throughout the church, and about 10 minutes into the exploration, one of the cameras on the main floor captures something pretty creepy.
That's weird. That was upstairs.
Obviously, doors don't just randomly shut themselves, and as it wasn't particularly windy that night, it's clear that someone was in the
You could literally see him there.
But after looking around for a bit, he can't find anyone in the church and decides to head back outside.
Why don't he decide to actually actively look for the person?
If the church was in a messed up state, some of the houses are even worse, with most of them looking like they could collapse at any second. Around half an hour into the visit, he decides to explore one of the most dilapidated houses on the block, and as he's in the basement, the exploration takes a scary...
No, I wasn't using that other contact, but that was some bullshit, bro. I was not using that. I need an actual picture. I'm not using that older bullshit. Nigga, did you see that? I wasn't using that, nigga. Like, what? Like, keep it a buck. Like, what? I was not using that, dog. Get up out of there. Oh, hell no, run.
I didn't know nobody lived there.
Yeah, get up out of there. Keep going, nigga.
It smelled like I knew somebody was in there.
As he's exploring the basement, a sound can be heard coming from the ground floor, and when he goes back up to find out what it is, a person pulls back the curtain. Immediately apologizing, Chris runs back out to the street, and that's when he realizes that despite the horrible state of the supposedly abandoned house, there was actually someone living in there with electricity. Clearly most, if not all of the abandoned buildings on the block were housing people now who didn't want him there, something he never encountered on his first visit. And with this newfound discovery, Chris called it a night.
Yeah, get up out of there, man. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like that person cut the fucking, what's it called? It don't look like he pulled it back. It looked like he cut it or something. Like, it looked like literally the middle part was getting cut. Am I tripping or not? I feel like I'm not tripping.
February 2020, urban explorer Rhythm Rider explored an abandoned house at an undisclosed location with his exploration partner Zay Clark. According to Rhythm, the house used to belong to an old woman who had passed away. In complete contrast to most abandoned houses, most of the woman's possessions had been left untouched, indicating that the house had not yet fallen prey to looters and squatters who often take things that aren't theirs. All throughout the house, the two explorers find everything from beautiful tableware and silverware to ornately woven tapestries and a fully equipped bar. Based on the calendars they found in the house, the property hadn't been occupied since August 2018. Just a few minutes into the visit, Rhythm and Zay find something incredibly sad and disturbing.
What?
Worried about something like this happening, and then it did. When we walked in here, we took a few steps in the door, and we saw this on the ground. Now, for those who can't figure that, figure out what that
Body?
is, that is a body stain.
I knew it.
And you can see right there, there's a walker. So, unfortunately, it seems that the woman who had lived here had taken a bad fall, landed on the floor, and that's where she expired, unfortunately. It's extremely sad to us. It took us a good 20 minutes to decide what we're gonna do here, and despite it feeling weird, we figured we still need to tell the story because this is a good reminder to everybody that you need to check on your loved ones. It seemed this woman had passed and was laying here for God knows how long before she was found. So check in on your loved ones, guys.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's sad, bro.
A human body stain can be seen on the floor next to a walker, indicating that the old woman probably had a bad fall.
Oh, I had you get Discord so that we could talk on Discord, so you could join calls on Discord instead of calling me on the phone, because that's a bad way of calling people while you're on the, you feel what I'm saying?
Signs that the woman's family members tried to sort through her things.
It's a bad way of calling people while they streaming, because then the audio is messed up and all types of shit. So you feel what I'm saying? Discord will be a better way. You feel what I'm saying? Just hop on here and be like, oh, hop on Discord, and I'll be like, all right, I'm about to hop on Discord. Hold on, pull up Discord on my slow ass computer, so it's gonna be slow as shit. Then call you. You feel what I'm saying? I could call you. On some cool shit.
Footage should serve as a reminder to check in on your loved ones every time you get the chance, because nobody deserves to pass away like that. Since 2020, Ridden with Ryder hasn't gone back to that location.
Yeah, understandable, man. That's sad, bro.